Okay, we're back in the garden. It has been a very weirdly like mild and wet week, the last week. And the plants have been loving it, and as you can see behind me, the tomatoes have grown like crazy. So they definitely need some more support. So what I'm gonna do is just in between the poles that I put next to them, I'm gonna weave some string, and then I can kind of put them in between there, and then they have some more support, because some of them are starting to get a little bit too heavy to stand on their own. Oops. Most of them are starting to produce fruit though, and all of them have lots of flowers, so we should have some cherry tomatoes in not too long.
Maybe it took. I mean, usually they're just cleaning. Maybe they just clean that body. It's amazing. Yeah. In the work. Right. So we are in the brood place.
Yeah.
It's unkept. I don't see much because of.
But I do see some drones. So
yeah, it's okay.
The season is still there.
Yep. A little bit. Also, sometimes in the winter you can see a little bit.
Okay.
It's like how they go, but in the winter I think they kill it like almost right away.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me, what do you see?
I just want to see maybe the second one to the side, to see if what's going on. Laying wise. Oh, there is a queen in here. Those motherfuckers. It's full of chocolates as well. Okay, I'm convinced there is a queen in here because I see all stages. And there's not just drones. But maybe it's one of the other ones that's... This one is also half. This one has been half the whole time. And you can also see that this starts to melt on that side. Let's move this one out. They are still building.
Oh, stop for a second. What did I see here? Something jumped into my eyes. Looks so calm. I would,
Yeah.
if you would tell me those are Italians, I would tell you, I would believe you.
Believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these are calm. And they have been calm throughout the time. Yeah, oh, yeah, you were just going to hold it there. It will change once we open it up.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Completely full, in the middle is all
So larvae.
larvae. And just calmly continuing their life.
They don't care.
Not a care in the world.
Mm.
Not a lot of honey, but yeah.
True.
So it's evening by now. It's like 7:30. I didn't get very far this morning. Just had one line. I didn't get up on time. And with two small kids, it's like poof, your day is gone. So we continue now that the shade is in the garden, and I'm gonna do another line so I can weave the tomatoes through. Ga er nou niet voor staan, Puk. So these two self-seeded from last year. Last year my borage was tiny, and now we have this monster borage. And it's gonna flower soon, so that's nice. I just left it in. And then, believe it or not, this is one marigold, which has taken over the path. So maybe I'll snip it. What do you think? So self-seeding is apparently the very best way to grow your flowers and maybe your vegetables. I don't know. At least nature finds its way to like grow the healthiest plants. I just finished one row kind of, and I'm starting to see the different tomatoes that we had. I do know which tomatoes we have. I just don't know which plant is which. The growth of the plant is kind of different, and then the tomatoes that start growing on there are kind of different. So let me show you. I had planted two types of cherry tomatoes a golden nugget, and I think these will become golden nuggets. What a fun name is that. And these plants are kind of still quite low and spreading out. Because this one is kind of similar. And then this is the other type of cherry tomato, which is like an Italian, a little bit more egg-shaped. I'm quite pleased with the germination rate for them, or the like how many fruits they produce. This one is going on a little walk, but that's okay. And over here as well, this is more of that Italian, oops, focus. More of the Italian cherry tomato. And they make nice little, whatever this is called. Okay, and then up next here, I think, is probably it's called the money maker. It's used a lot. It's used a lot by commercial growers. So it's just like a standard round tomato that is good for a number of different things. And then I also had a beefsteak tomato plant. I haven't really spotted them yet. But I also have a couple plants that don't really have fruits yet, so I think those might be the beefsteak ones. This year, while we're using the channel system, I'm also trying to kind of look at the plant and see if they, or I think they need some water. So if they're drooping also after they're back in the shade, I think that's a good time for them to have water. Some of the pepper plants are started drooping, so I think I'll come back tomorrow morning and fill up the channel so they can have a good deep soak. We have a very extensive blueberry harvest this year. Great lighting, I know. but great berries. Okay, so we've had the extra chickens. We now have 8 chickens. We've had them for a little while. I think it's been 2 weeks probably. And the new ones are not laying in the egg boxes, but somewhere in the bramble bush. So about a week ago we found like a big stash of them, and that was really good because yeah, it's a shame if you have chickens and they lay eggs but you can't find them. But now we can't find the new laying spot because there's still some places in the bramble bush that that you can't really see. So there should be quite a few if they haven't been taken by a snake or anything. So I want to cut up. Yeah. I want to cut up some of the brambles and then see if we can find some eggs. So we're going on a little egg hunt. Hey, Boo? So here are the bushes. They're quite nice for protection and for shade, but they also provide plenty of space for them to lay eggs where we can't find them. So last time we found them from the other side in this corner. What I want to do is cut open some of this and hopefully find some eggs. So this is where we found them last time, but they're obviously no longer laying there. Looked all across here, and I also can't find them there. So it could be that they just stopped laying because of the change, the extra chickens, and yeah, a new place. But it just kind of sucks that we have more chickens to feed but less eggs, because today we got like 2 eggs. The observant viewer will see that we're missing someone here, namely the rooster, who we called Hank. It was time for him to go. He was getting a little bit too aggressive. He attacked Buck a couple times, and then he also started attacking us. So one of the reasons that we fenced him in was because of that. But he was still very aggressive. And yeah, they don't really need it. We don't really necessarily want to breed any chickens. So it was time for Hank to go. And that's a little sad, but that's just part of farm life and keeping your own animals, and yeah.